Gamers, every new world can benefit from some automatic farms, something I should have built way sooner. So there's no better time than now to expand our existing farmland and add on 7 brand new fully automatic farms, and I'll be attempting to make them as aesthetic as possible. Let's get started. Okay, so these farms that we're going to be building are essentially just going to be making our lives a whole lot easier, just speeding up a whole bunch of processes, and honestly I probably should have built these a lot sooner. And so this is our existing farmland so far. We've just got a bunch of basic crop fields, a couple of tree farms, a beehive too, which is ready to be harvested. Honestly, I don't even know how to harvest these. Do you just right click? No, of course not. I'll figure it out, don't worry. But yeah, so we got this awesome farmland, and I'm planning on actually expanding these out this way. So I'm gonna have to extend this land out with a whole bunch of dirt and add in a bunch more new rectangular sections. And yeah, so first I'm gonna need a whole bunch of stone and stuff and a whole bunch of dirt. So I'm gonna go get all of that stuff, and then I'll be back here probably as a time lapse, expanding this area and adding in these sections. So let's get to it. Yeah, surprisingly, this took way longer than expected. I had to excavate this big amount of dirt here, which actually did provide us with a bunch of dirt for the areas I needed to fill in. And once all that filling in was done, I of course had to go excavate a bunch of stone and then began filling in the big rings around each field. Look at that. I just got a trident from that bloke. Oh, I've never gotten a trident before in this game. What the hell? That's so good. Oh. Alright, and now with our 6 new farm sections added in, it's time to get started on the first one, which is going to be the iron farm. I think I might actually spread this over 2 rectangles because, yeah, I want a lot of iron farmage, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go grab a whole bunch of villagers from my new city that I started in the last episode over yonder. I'm going to bring them back here into like a little bit of a holding pen, and yeah, basically I'll meet you guys back here in just a second. Holy mother of God, was this a pain in the ass. Transferring 8 villages across a very long distance over a track was annoying as fuck. They kept constantly bouncing each other back along the tracks, and it just wasn't very fun. In hindsight, I probably could have just brung over 2 and bred them in the pen, but this was way faster anyway, so yeah. Oh, bloody right, here we are. We're back with all of our villagers. God, that was an absolute pain in the ass. But here we are, we've got enough villages to do all of the farms I wanted. We need 3 for each iron farm, and I want 2 iron farms, so we got 6 plus 2, which I want for the crop field that I'll be working on a little later on. But yeah, so I think I'm going to be filling up this field and this field here with our iron farms. I'm of course just going to be following, a good old Voltrox tutorial. He is of course the goat of all Minecraft tutorials. So let's get stuck into it right bloody now, mate. Alright, so the first step was to find the center of the area and dig a 6x7x2 hole. And once that was done, I dug a second deeper hole, which was the area where the villagers and the zombies would reside. I then repeated all of this in the field to the right and then began placing in the beds for the villagers along with the blocks to hold them in and a boat for the zombie. Then it was over to the second iron farm to repeat all of that once again. Next, it was time to get the villagers down into their positions, which proved to be a bit of a challenge as some of them didn't want to go down to the beds on their own and required a bit of coaxing. With them all now in position, I began construction of the golem melting mechanisms, which were simply suspended lava and some hoppers. Okay, there's both of our iron farms done. This guy actually just oh my god. This guy jumped in here and I was just like, yeah, whatever, you can die. And then I realized that he actually has a trade for pointed dripstone, which is something that we actually need for one of these farms in here, the lava farm. So I'm gonna go quickly grab a bunch of emeralds and buy a heap of those because I've not seen any, freaking dripstone caves or whatever they're called so far. So that guy is actually going to be very helpful for us. We're gonna need a lot more than that actually. So what I might do is head over to our village. I'm gonna get all of that done and you guys will probably see in the next clip, we'll be finishing off the iron golem farm. Just before we continue, we've got a sponsor for this video, MC Codes. If you're looking for a way to earn free mine coins, look no further than MC Codes, an app you can download on your phone. All you need to do is complete simple surveys, watch ads, and complete other tasks to quickly and easily earn mine coins that you can spend on all kinds of stuff, like community-made maps, skin packs, and character packs. What's even better is that you can use my referral code shown here on the screen or in the description to get 10 mine coins for free. So be sure to check out the app, use my code, and support the channel. Alright, back to the video. Continuing the farm, we converted the grass to path blocks to stop golems spawning, and then I began beautifying them by placing a ring of azaleas. I of course repeated this for the second farm, along with placing a ring of string on the grass just outside the farms to once again stop golems from spawning outside the farm. Once that was done, I added some lanterns to the entrances and then began luring the zombies down into their positions in the boats down below. All right, and there's our 2 iron golem farms all done. Literally, as soon as I got the zombie down in both of these, an iron golem spawned instantly, which is insane. There you go. There's another one spawned in already. Yeah, so these are very, very efficient and extremely easy to build. I highly recommend following the tutorial for this. It's, yeah, it's a pretty good farm already. As you can see, we've already got 13 ingots in this one. Another one just spawned in over here. That's insane. Oh my God. Yeah, I also tried my best to, you know, make it as fancy as possible, but I'm kind of limited in what I can do because you need to have, you know, blocks that golems can't spawn on in like a pretty big radius around this, which is why I had to use string along here as well to stop them from spawning. Obviously, I would love to do more with this, but I can't really, but we will be able to with the future ones. So let's get moving on to the next farm, which I think is going to be in this rectangle over here, and it's going to be our automatic carrot farm. And so the first thing we need to do is actually get some materials, but I might as well just quickly mark out a couple of spots that we're going to need. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to off-center this by 1 block, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, basically our villager is going to be standing here, and I need some other stuff too. So I'm going to go quickly grab those couple of items, and I'll meet you guys back here. All right, and we're back with our items, and this is already really annoying me. So we're going to just pray that it works being like this. So this spot right here, like I said before, probably is where our villager is going to be standing, our like receiving villager. I'm going to make a pathway that leads down to our, you know, original pathway down here. Then for this area here, let's fill those back in. And these 2 spots here are where the carrots are going to be thrown in. So let's grab our hoppers, and then finally we're going to grab our rails and our minecarts with hoppers. We're going to place those there, and then bang, bang, bang. And we're also going to enclose this as well. I hope this is going to work. I really do. And now the final thing for this here is to actually stop the villager that's going to be out here farming from getting in here. And to do that, we're going to be placing some temporary blocks right here with some spruce trapdoors above like so. And actually, in an attempt to make this look a little nicer, let's maybe do this and connect it up like that. Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to go grab a whole bunch of stone walls and a whole bunch of spruce fence gates and fill in this entire wall, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, and there is our, well, not completed crop farm yet, but it's almost done. We've got the framework all laid out, and now what I'm going to go ahead and do is head over to our other 2 villages over there. I'm just going to use some boats along this path here to bring them over because I can't be bothered setting up a freaking minecart track. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Okay, well, I guess these guys can probably spawn on top of these. Well, we're going to have to execute this guy and just, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh my God, okay. Let's just kind of hope that it's not going to happen again, I guess. How's it going, fellas? Get in my bloody boat. There we go. Okay, we got 1 brother in here. Now we've got a bit of an arduous trek all the way down to our thing, and I have to do this, you know, 2 times, of course. Okay, here's our 2 little gremlins. We want one of them to get into there and then one to go into here. So come on, guys. In you get, dickhead. All right, there we go. So now this guy's going to be stuck in here. This guy's going to be farming up carrots constantly, and he's going to be throwing those carrots to this guy to try and breed to him. But those carrots are actually going to be getting sucked into this freaking hopper in this one and then down into our barrels here. So now the final piece of the puzzle is to go ahead and, you know, add a whole bunch of carrots into this field here. So let's get to it. Alright, and there is our completed, fully automatic carrot farm. I just caught him throwing carrots over this goddamn fence here, so I had to add this little barrier, and hopefully now he'll only be able to throw it through here, and it'll go into the barrels, of which, you know, none have gone in there yet. But yeah, with that all done, it is now time to, actually fill in this little thing here. And yeah, let's move on to the next automatic farm. Okay, gamers, so for our next farm, we're gonna be doing an automatic sugarcane farm. And I realized halfway through gathering the materials that we obviously need observers for that, which means we need to, of course, go to the Nether, because observers need bloody Nether quartz, don't they? Well, I'm pretty sure they do. I hope they do. So it is time to build our Nether portal, and instead of just doing something simple like I usually would, I'm gonna go all out and make something a little bit more than simple, I guess. And I think this spot right here is gonna be the perfect little location for it. So let's get to it. So firstly, we're gonna grab our obsidian. Let's place a 3x3 kind of ring like this. And there we go. There's our completed Nether portal. I, of course, don't have flint and steel to light it, but that's okay. We'll do that after. Next, let's add some details in front of this. So let's grab our various stone blocks here. Maybe actually extend it out to here. Next, let's maybe place some stairs here and some stone brick walls like this. And then I think what'll look cool is actually having like a little archway along here. Yes, that's looking pretty cool. Now, I would like this to be an actual arch you're gonna see the freaking obsidian there. So maybe let's just do that and see how it looks at the end. Now, this is looking kind of weird at the moment, and I think what could look nice is actually adding a secondary ring around the obsidian blocks here. So for that, I've grabbed some deep slate here, and we're just gonna do textured deep slate in a big old ring around this. And of course, it starts raining. At least thankfully we can go to bed. All right, and yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I like that. Let's add some steps in here. I think we definitely need some steps up, of course. And then maybe let's like have this go around this way like this, maybe? That looks kind of weird, actually. Let's maybe change it. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I like that. And I think for the back, we're just gonna add that same like front design here and just repeat this on this backside. So yeah, just give me a second. I'll get this done right now. Okay, and there we go. There's our completed simple little nether portal. I just added that same stuff on the back there. Now we can go ahead and light it and of course step in and hope that we don't get an absolutely horrid spawn. All right, we're here. The spawn is not too bad. We're in a soul sand thing, but thankfully it ends right here actually. There's a lot of skeletons with freaking enchanted bows around. Jesus Christ, man. Now this is what we've came for. We need a lot of this juicy stuff. Let's grab the old fortune pick and start digging. Oh, dude, I forgot about the bone blocks. That is going to be so good for growing crap because I completely ran out of bone meal. All right, that should be good enough for now. We got just over 2 stacks. Is there anything else we need to do while we're here? I guess maybe see if we can find the stronghold, nether fortress, whatever it's goddamn called, man. I mean, if it's not in the immediate vicinity, I'm just gonna give up straight up, dude. And it doesn't look like it is anywhere nearby. God, that is gonna suck when we need it. All right, let's get out of this goddamn hellhole. All right, and now it is time to get started on... Oh my, you have got to be absolutely kidding me right now. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Looks like we're building in the rain once again. Okay, so for this section right here, I'm actually going to be building 2 sugarcane farms, and I thought, you know, we might as well make 1 sugarcane farm and then the other one and actually a bamboo farm. Or we could even build 3, I don't know. Let's see. So let's build the actual framework here for the thingamajiglet. So we're going to do something like that. We're going to extend this all the way down to here. Bang, bang. Yeah, we're not going to be able to fit in 3. That's fine. I kind of just wanted to do 2 anyway. But yeah, I think this is actually going to look pretty cool. So let's extend all of these pillars up. I'm also going to add our signature little, you know, sticky out bits and connect them all up too. So yeah, just give me a second. I'll get this done right now. All right, there's the framework. Now let's get onto the roof design, which I think I'm just going to do my signature curved roof. We start off with the slabs. We transition to the stairs up to this point here. All right, I'm going to get this roof finished up and yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, there's the completed roof. Looking pretty good. Now it's time to add in some details. I think something that could look nice is a similar detail that we added to our village way over there, which is going to be these kind of sticking out pillars like this that we're going to strip the, you know, the bottom parts, and then let's connect it up to the top with some fences like so. Yeah, dude, that looks awesome. Something that we could add in here is maybe some fence gates with a fence in the middle and then a lantern hanging from that too. Yes, dude, this is looking absolutely goated. Now, before we start adding in all of the walls and stuff, let's actually go ahead and add the actual design on the interior here. All right, there we go. There is our freaking water added in. Let's go ahead and grab our spruce planks here. We're going to add some just solid blocks, which are, you know, our spruce planks above here. Then we're going to follow this up with some pistons. These are what are actually going to, you know, be harvesting our sugarcane blocks. And then above this, we're going to be placing some observers. Okay, and I just realized now I have to shift all of this to the freaking... Oh my god, dude. Alright, now I don't exactly remember how to actually link this up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a bit of a test run here. So let's grow the sugarcane up, and bang, it gets harvested. There we go. Okay, so that's the layout. Yeah, so now let's just go ahead and fill all of these in, all of this in, and we're gonna put our goddamn bloody redstone on top of that as well. Alright, the next step now is going to be excavating a little bit of an area underneath our sugarcane farm here to add our little collection minecart system thing. Now, under here, we're gonna add some powered rails at either end. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna make this block here into a hopper. Okay, but yeah, there we go. So that's gonna be our spot there. We're gonna add our double chest down there too. Bang and bang. There we go. Now the last thing to do is to just place all of our rails on. Hopefully I can reach that one. Oh, yes, there we go. And place on our minecart with a hopper. Bang. Off it goes. And now we need to figure out a nice little design for our walls. And I've got a whole bunch of grass? I've got a whole bunch of glass for this, and I'm thinking maybe like a design like this, kind of in slats, where we alternate between panes and glass block. I can't speak today, man. Glass box? Hey? God, you're a dickhead, mate? What the hell? Yeah, design like that, that looks pretty cool. I think what could even elevate it further is replacing these grass blocks here with maybe some stone. Yeah, dude, that is awesome. I just coughed and now he's copying me cough. This kid, man. Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. There is our Hey, I'm trying to record here, mate. Alright, so there is our fully completed, fully automatic sugarcane farm. This will now just be running automatically as I'm just doing other stuff. And yeah, so now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just repeat this exact same carbon copy design over onto this side. And all I'm gonna do that's different is just replace all of the sugarcane in here with bamboo instead in this side. That way we have, you know, 2 in 1 here. And then I can actually title the video 7 aesthetic automatic farms. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and get this done right now. Alright, and there we go. There is our fully completed sugarcane and bamboo farms. As you can see, yeah, we might have to change these panes into full glass blocks because, yeah, they're getting stuck on that little nodule there. So, I don't know. I really like the way it looks, though. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to change it or not. But, yeah, this is actually looking pretty sweet. I love how this turned out, having, like, the 2 side by side. All right, let's get a bit of an update on these guys over here. Let's see if they're actually throwing... Oh, there's one in there. There's literally only 1 carrot in there, but it's working. Okay, let's move on to the next farm. All right, so our next farm technically isn't a farm. It's going to be a super smelter, but I'm classifying it as a farm because, basically because I can. Okay, so for this, we're going to need an absolute shitload of hoppers. And furnaces, of course. So let's check up on the old iron farms here, and oh my god, okay. We have a lot of ingots already. Jesus Christ. Let me go dump all of my crap into our base, and I'm actually gonna go, yeah, come back and grab these, make a whole bunch of hoppers, a whole bunch of furnaces, and I'll meet you guys back over in one of these sections. I don't know which one I'm gonna build it in yet. Alright, I should now have everything we need. I had to make a whole bunch of hoppers and cut trees for freaking chests, and yeah, we basically depleted our entire iron farm reserves there. But now we can actually start building. And yeah, so I'm thinking I want to do something similar to this, have 2 separate buildings, except this time I'm going to stick to maybe just like solid stone. I think that could look cool, and I want to have them going this way and this way instead of, you know, like how these are. So let's get this figured out. I have not built a super smelter in quite a while, so yeah, I don't know exactly how this is going to go. Can you move out of the way, brother? Thanks, man. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna have to hit ya. Get the hell out of here. All right, so let's have the front right here. And so I'm thinking maybe output chest could be right here. And so here we're gonna have our hopper that will run into the chest. Next, I need to go grab some powered rails. So give me a second. All right, and so there's our rails added on. We can place our minecart with a hopper here. And this is going to be our output, you know, hopper that'll go into our chest here and give us all of our items. And so directly above this is where we're gonna be putting our furnaces. Okay, let's test to make sure this works. Let's place in some, you know, cobblestone here. Okay, so that's done. It should get sucked out right now and put into the chest. There we go. Bang and bang. Okay, so it works perfectly. We could make it faster by just having complete, like, you know, hoppers under here instead of this, but that saves us on iron. Basically, I ran out of iron, so we kind of need to do this anyway. All right, so now we need a way to put items into the furnaces and then the fuel in as well. And to do that, we're going to place hoppers on the back. This is how we'll place the fuel in, and on top is how we're going to place the items in. All right, now we need to add the rails on top of these, of course. All right, there we go. There's our top rails added in. Now we need to have a way to actually, you know, take the items from chests and put them into the hoppers. And we're going to do that by simply just placing some chests here. Now, unfortunately, we need to actually power these a different way. So let's do that. Now let's place our final double chest right here. Let's also grab our minecarts with hoppers and place those in as well. So that's the basic layout pretty much done there. So we just simply head up here, put in our items we want to smelt. Off to the left, we put in our lava buckets, which I actually want to test. I want to see if putting a lava bucket in, you know, because like then there'll be a bucket left here. Oh, actually, we can test it now. We don't even need to get lava. Okay. I want to see if this is going to pick up the buckets from... Oh, it looks like it does. That is perfect. Yes, it takes the buckets and puts them in here. Oh, thank God for that. I was really worried that that was not going to work, but I'm very thankful for that. So all we need to do is grab a whole bunch of lava buckets from our dripstone lava farm, place them in here to power all of the furnaces, and then all the buckets will get taken back to this chest here, thankfully. Oh, thank God for that. And now we actually need to figure out some kind of structure to house this to, you know, make it look aesthetically pleasing. And so I'm thinking a nice kind of robust looking stone structure will look quite nice. So let's let's add in some pillars of stone bricks like this. I'm gonna quickly hit the hay so mobs don't start spawning. And yeah, then we can add some little accents here to, you know, so our chest doesn't actually get blocked by stone. Let's add that. And yeah, now just taking a look at this, this is going to be a very tall structure. It's definitely a lot taller than I was kind of wanting it to be, which kind of sucks, to be honest. And so that's going to be the kind of final height there. Let's head down and have a look. Oh yeah, they are... It's very tall. Is there any way we can kind of reduce the height? Ooh, what we could actually do is maybe have this area here kind of dip down. That could work. That will work, actually. I know it will, because I'm pretty sure I've done that in a project in the past. So yeah, what we can do is actually, let's get rid of this lever, and we're gonna have it come down like that. We're gonna have that come down, and this come down there, like that, and like that. Let's hope this is actually gonna work. Let's maybe just test it real quick. Place our minecart with a hopper on, and place it there. Oh, okay, it doesn't bounce back. We're gonna have to flatten it out. All right, I'm gonna get all of this crap sorted, and we should be back once this is, you know, a bit lower and nicer looking. So yeah, give me a second. All right, there we go. That is looking so much nicer. Look how much shorter that is now. So yeah, all I had to do was actually just remove one layer of furnaces that was here, and then just have that minecart be flattened out right here so that it can actually bounce back. I haven't actually tested it, but it should work. Yes, there we go. Oh, actually, it's gonna... Oh, it runs out of power. Okay, that should be a... Oh, no. It doesn't work. No. I didn't even test it, you dickhead. Okay, we're gonna have to remove one more layer of furnaces here. Oh my god. This is proving to be quite a pain in the ass at this point. Once again, give me a second and I'll sort this out. Okay, take two. Let's place the carts on. There we go. We added some extra rails here so it actually has enough power, and bang, it is working perfectly. Thank God for that. Let's add the rest of our minecarts in here. There's that one, and then our bottom output one as well. Yes, dude, it is all working. Jesus Christ. Okay, now it's time to actually get it looking good. Now you might have noticed I actually placed the levers on the front here instead. I think it actually looks pretty nice as well, and we've actually just run into another goddamn problem. This is just never ending. We're gonna have to remove those. Oh, that's actually so annoying. I'm on the verge of tears right now. Yeah, it is very slow going across that, but honestly I don't think it matters. It should still evenly deposit items even though it's going kind of slow. Yeah, we should be right, honestly. All right, now as for the rest of the contraption here, I've got a bunch of glass and a bunch of stone, and so I'm thinking maybe let's add a bottom layer of stone. Fucking goddamn place. Oh my god. And then I just want to have maybe like a big glass window here. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I do actually really hate the fact that we start with panes and finish with a full block, just because this must be an even number. That's actually very annoying. Yeah, I think that's looking good. It's definitely better than it was before. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and finish this entire structure. I'm going to place on this wall, touch up the back wall, and add on the roof as well. I'll get that done as a time lapse, and then we'll also get started building the secondary one in the time lapse as well. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, and there it is. There's the two completed super smelters. The thing I love about having two separate ones is that you can smelt two different items at the same time. And also, it just kind of looks really cool having two super smelters right next to each other. Yeah, this is really cool. I love this. But yeah, so that leads on to the final farm that we need to actually power this, which is going to be the lava dripstone farm right about here. And so for this one, the plan that I'm going for is to have maybe 4 cauldrons like this in a little section, and then we'll have the little dripstones above, and then I'm just going to repeat this in like a grid, maybe actually have a spacing of 2 between each one. I don't know. I'm going to figure all of that out. Obviously, that's not going to line up because, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I also want to lower this whole section down by a block as well, just because I feel like it's, I don't know, going to look nice. And yeah, so I'm going to get all of that done as a time lapse once again, starting right now. First up, I removed an entire layer of the ground and then started working on the layout for the cauldrons. It took a couple tries to get it how I wanted, but I settled on this design here just because if we had them too close together, I couldn't place the trapdoors to hold the lava in. So I added in a secondary row of cauldrons here along with the blocks to hold the dripstones and lava, and then began adding in another 2 rows on the left side here. Alright, there we go, and there is the fully completed lava dripstone farm, the farm that was needed to power the super smelters of course, and the final farm of the video. Now obviously, it's not completely done. I still have a lot of lava that I need to place in all of these, but I'm just gonna simply AFK and basically wait for all of these to fill up, which is honestly just not worth adding to the video at all. So I'm gonna do that in my own time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to download this entire area and explore it for yourself, be sure to check out my Patreon, as I have the download up over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.